Hey guys, thanks for being here. In today's class, we're going to take it nice and easy. We'll have a short yoga practice that's perfect for the end of your day or even before bed when you feel like you want to start to wind down. I'm using 2 blocks and a strap. I don't think it'll be super necessary in this class, but if you like to have a little bit of support from props, please grab them. I'm also going to be modifying for pregnancy, so this will be a prenatal friendly class. Just take my modifications if you are modifying for pregnancy. If not, just go with what I'm guiding, and if you still want to take my modifications, totally fine. We're going to start with windshield wipers. So flat on our backs, bend your knees, and plant the feet as wide as your mat. I'm going to take this seated because I'm not supposed to lie flat on my back, but you go for it. Back of the head down, shoulders down, tee out the arms. Separate the feet as wide as the mat. And for just a moment, let the knees come together. We'll take long, slow, rhythmic breaths. And a great intention for this yoga class is to unwind, to prepare for bed, to have a restful evening and a night's sleep. Let the knees fall to the right, shifting on the edges of the feet, and look towards the left hand. On your next inhale, lift the knees up through the center. Exhale over to the other side. Knees to the left, look towards the right. Inhale the knees up through the center. Now we'll go side to side. You take it at your own pace. You can stop on any side you feel like you need it more, or just move from left to right for 3. 2. 1. Lift the legs up through the center, extend them out, heels down on the mat, toes pointing up for reclined pigeon pose. Scoop the right leg up and grab the foot with the left hand and the knee with the right hand. Again, I'm going to take this in a seated position, but you be flat on your back. If you're a little more flexible, you can bring the shin towards the chest and maybe even cradle the leg in the elbow creases. Be sure that you're flexing both feet and a really strong left leg as if you're standing up. The closer the shin is to the chest, the more intense you'll feel the pose. And the closer the foot is to the forehead, the more intense you'll feel the stretch on the glutes and the hip, the right hip. And 1 more breath. Slowly extend right leg out, left leg in. Cradle the leg or grab the foot and the knee. Take it at your intensity level. Be sure you're flexing both feet, strong right leg as if you're standing up. To deepen, bring your shin closer to the chest and maybe even the foot closer to the forehead. 2 more breaths. Extend left leg out. We're going to take a cross-body stretch. Right knee into the chest. Grab the knee from the outside with the left hand. Tee out the right arm and guide the right knee all the way over to the left. Let the knee fall heavy. Look towards the right hand. One more breath. Back to the center, shoulders flat, right knee into the chest, hug it in tight, and then exhale, let it out. Left leg in for cross-body stretch, knee to chest, grab the knee from the outside with the right hand. Tee out the left arm. Guide left knee all the way over to the right, even if that means rolling up onto your right side body. Look over towards the left hand and breathe for 3 breaths. Shoulders flat. Left hip and butt cheek can be off of the mat. Come back to center, shoulders flat on the mat, hips flat on the mat. Hug the left knee in and exhale, let it out. Great job. Bridge pose. Plant the feet, hip distance apart. If you're modifying for pregnancy, we can do this pose. Heels close to the butt and lie down. Arms by your side. Inhale, lift the hips, pull the belly in. Unless you're modifying for pregnancy, just lift the hips. Squeeze knees and inner thighs together and breathe for 3. 2. Push into the heels as if you're sliding the mat away from you. Sitting bones to heels. Last breath. Lower down bit by bit. Grab behind the knees and rock forward and back. We'll come into a seated position and we'll move into double pigeon. Right ankle over the left knee. Stack your shins. Right knee over the left ankle. Flex the feet. If this feels like too much for you, you can always grab a block and bring the right foot to the block. Then we're going to forward fold from there. If your right knee is up high, feel free to stick a block under it for comfort, or just let it be high. Lean forward, get the butt out from under you. Inhale, lift the chest, arms up, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, lead from the heart, flat back. You can bring the hands down or even the forearms down for 3. Shoulders back, heart forward for 2. Tailbone back, crown of the head forward. 1 more breath. Inhale the arms up. Take a side bend to the right. Right arm down, left arm up and over. Your right hand is in the same level as your hips. Reach the left arm overhead, nice straight line of energy, reaching the top middle finger away from the left glute. Shoulders down. Breathe. Heart up. 2 more breaths. If you're feeling a little more flexible, you can drop right forearm. Pull the lower ribs in and up. 1 more breath. Flip the palm, flex the hand, and bring the arm back at a diagonal. Wrist in line with the shoulder. Flex the hand intensely. You should feel a stretch from the wrist into the underarm for 3. Let the right ear fall to the right shoulder for 2. Shoulders away from the ears. Last breath. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands behind you, and we'll switch legs. Left leg over, right leg under. Left ankle over the right knee. Stack the shins. Left knee over the right ankle and flex the feet. Lean forward, get the butt out from under you. Inhale, lift the heart and arms up. Exhale, forward hinge. Lead with the heart. Bring the hands down, and if you're more flexible, bring the forearms down. Breathe for 3. Shoulders back, heart forward for 2. Tailbone back, crown of the head forward. 1 more breath. Inhale the arms up. Take a side bend to the left. Left arm down, right arm up and over, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Long line of energy on the right side of the body. Reach the top middle finger away from the right glute. If you're a little more flexible, feel free to drop the left forearm. 2 more breaths. Pull the lower ribs in and up and lift the heart. Last breath. Flip the right palm up, flex the hand, and bring the arm down at a diagonal, wrist in line with the shoulder. We'll breathe here for 3. Shoulders down. You should be feeling a stretch from the wrist all the way up to the armpit. And we'll let the left ear fall to the left shoulder for 3. 2. 1. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into a tabletop position. You can swoosh the legs off to the side, roll over the knees, and come onto all fours. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to have a neutral spine. Crown of the head and tailbone in a straight line. And we'll just start with some neck rotations. Any direction you want for 3. 2. 1. Let's take it to the other side for 3. 2. 1. Back to the center. Lift the head. We'll do a few shoulder shrugs. Roll it back for 2. And 1. And come forward for 3. 2. 1. And we'll start to wiggle side to side. Move any way that you feel is best for you. You can move in circles, big circles, coming to one direction and then the other. We'll be here for another 3 breaths. Shimmy the shoulders, wag the hips from side to side. Take a few cat and cow poses, anything you want to do for 2. 1 more breath. We'll stop at the center, foot stretch, tuck the toes, and push the weight back onto the feet. You're welcome to stay here. If you can take a little bit more, then start to walk the hands back and sit down on the heels. Fix a little pinky toe to come down so that you're really stretching the foot. And we'll breathe for 3. 1 more breath. We'll move into a forward fold. Plant the hands, lift the hips, separate the feet almost as wide as your mat or as wide as your mat. Walk the hands back a little bit. Feel free to bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, and rock side to side in ragdoll pose. You can also hold down the center for 3. If you're a little more flexible, feel free to straighten the legs, shoot the sitting bones up high. One more breath. Weight to the toes, reach the elbows towards the mat. We're going to step it into a downward dog. Walk the arms forward and the feet back. You can measure out the distance of your hands to your feet by shifting forward to plank and back into downward dog. We don't have to take it too intensely, as long as you're in a nice downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Feel free to move around, shifting the weight. You can find stillness, holding down the center. We're moving into Gecko Pose. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, drop the left knee, and breathe. Untuck your back toe, take any variation you want. You can come down to your forearms, or you can stay on your palms. Heart forward, shoulders back. Sitting bones point to your back heel for 3. Knee into the shoulder, long, slow, rhythmic breaths for 2. Let the knees splay out. Twist at the ankle, sole of the foot points in. Open up the hip and breathe. If you want a little more of a stretch, bring the right foot in between the hands and come into a deeper variation for 3. 2. 1. Back into downward facing dog. Any way you want to get there, nice and easy. Left foot forward, Gecko Pose. Step the left foot to the outside of the hand. Drop the right knee, untuck the toe. Hips forward and down. Your left foot is flat. Knee into the shoulder, heart forward, shoulders back. Sitting bones point to your back heel. Take any variation you want. You can come down to the forearms and breathe for 3. 1 more breath. Now twist at the ankle, sole of the foot points in, knee splays out. You can hold it here if you want a little more intensity. Walk the left foot to the center of your mat and then take the position for 3. Hips forward and down, heart forward, sitting bones back. 1 more breath. Downward facing dog. Any way you want to get there. We're going to sit onto our butt, cross the legs, sit over, and come into butterfly pose. Bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side. Pinky edges of the feet connect. You can interlace under the pinky edges of the feet and lift and lower the legs a few times. Draw the knees down to the mat, lift the heart and hinge forward, elbows into the body. If your knees are a little bit higher, you can use your elbows to guide the knees down or even use your hands for 3. Heart forward, shoulders back. For 2. Crown of the head forward, sitting bones and tailbone, even pubic bone back. 1 more breath. Inhale, come up. Extend your right leg out, left leg in. Inhale, lift the chest, arms up, and we'll hinge straight forward. Hands can come down or forearms can come down. In every forward fold, you have the same cues. Heart forward, tailbone back, shoulders down, crown of the head forward. If you're feeling a little more flexible, feel free to create a pillow with your hands, forehead to the pillow. Even in this position, practice lengthening the spine. 2 more breaths. Flex the right foot. Last breath. Inhale, come up slowly, walk the hands back, and we're just going to change sides. Left leg out, right leg in. Inhale, lift the chest and the arms, grow up tall. Exhale, forward hinge. Tailbone back, heart forward. Feel free to bring the forearms down or create that pillow with your hands. Shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head forward, lengthen the spine. Flex the left foot, and we'll take one more breath. Inhale, come up, walk the hands back for reclined cow-facing pose, or you can take it in a seated position. So we're going to come to a lying down position. I'll show you first. You're going to cross the right leg over the left, knees to the chest, grab at the ankles, and bring the ankles as if you want to touch the shoulders. If you're modifying, cross right knee over the left, and we'll hold it here for 3. If you're reclined, bring the feet towards the shoulders. For 2. Last full deep breath. If you're sitting down, sitting bones both on the mat. We'll change sides. Uncross the legs, left knee over the right. If you're reclined, bring the feet towards the shoulders. If you're seated, both sitting bones down, feet by the thighs. If you're reclined, back of the head down, shoulders down, 2 more breaths. Reclined butterfly pose, or second variation of butterfly pose if you're seated. If you're reclined, bring the bottoms of the feet together, knees off to the side. If you're seated, move the feet away from the body, and we'll bring the forehead towards the arches. If you're reclined, just lie flat on your back, arms by your side, or any way you want. You can also grab opposite elbows overhead, and let the knees fall heavy. For 3. Slowly start to move into Shavasana. I'm going to take a fetal position on my left side. And we'll take 10 breaths. This is a great time to pause this video and do 4, 7, 8 breathing, or even put on your sleep meditation to drift off into bed. If you're going to continue with your evening and end the class here, then we'll take 10 breaths in our Shavasana or our fetal position, whatever you choose. This is a good time to visualize the rest of your evening going smoothly. See yourself completely relaxed and calm, enjoying the rest of your day. Slowly start to move your fingers and your toes, bringing your awareness back into the space. Reach your arms overhead, point your toes down, and roll into a little fetal position on any side. Use this moment to feel the sensations in your body. Feel calm and relaxed. And honor the energy that you're putting into your yoga practice. When you're ready, we'll sit up, legs crossed in front of the body. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bow forward, and we'll end our class with Namaste. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.